Okay, yeah, okay, great, you hear me. Um, yeah, I kind of really felt like this is almost a poetry slam venue. I used to do poetry slam and I felt like, oh my god, the energy is really hot here. So I had to take off my shoes. I felt this is really, like, yeah, I went back to those days. Anyway, SkrivaPå. Lukas, my name, and we have a online contracting service, so we don't give you the contracts, we just make it possible to contract electronically, yeah? And this is going to be a presentation on steroids, because it's going to be really fast. So be prepared. I had a dream that I really wanted to build a big company, like an idea that's really general, something that you could go global with. And I've been thinking about this for about 10 years, yeah? So just thinking about ideas almost every day. And, well, finally one day I got that idea in February 2010. That was really an eureka moment. I was just high on the idea. So I almost jumped at it immediately. And I just realized that, oh my God, yeah, you have the competition, they're growing really fast. I checked the internet and like they were almost having exponential growth already then, so I thought, oh my God, I have to do this quickly. I have to start now and I have to get going. And I had one little problem, yeah? I didn't have any money, I didn't have any credibility to raise money, and I didn't know anything about technology. So perfect, good circumstances, yeah? So I thought, how do we solve this? And so I started to look for people. And first, within technology, I needed a co-founder, yeah? Obviously, because I'm a business guy, so I need a techie to help me out. And I pitched to Grazian. He worked at my job, and I pitched him over a lunch, and 3 days later, he was actually fired. So that was perfect. Great. Now we had a team. We could get started. That was quick and dirty. And then Grazian tells me the next month in April, like, oh, yeah, I know. I want to choose Haskell. That's what I want to build this in. I call my nerd friends. I'm like, Haskell. He wants to build in Haskell. And they're like, oh, he's cocky. That's really crazy. Nobody does that. I'm like, oh shit! I want to build a big company. I don't want to look for engineers all over the globe. Nobody knows the technology. Like, how is this gonna go? Yeah. So then, even better, Grazian goes back to Poland. I love you, my new co-founder. Choosing a good technology and then you move back to Poland. And this is supposed to be quick. How could I do this quick, yeah? So I'm really stressed out, what the fuck? And so to increase the speed there and check out, like, could we do this in Haskell? I just spam the whole world. I send emails to all the universities in Sweden. I post posts on Elance. I just check out the whole world to see the reaction. I got a reaction from Niklas at Chalmers. He's a PhD there, and he says, I owe Grazian a beer. But that didn't help me out very much. Then I got an answer from Emily at Elance. She was like, yeah, I could work for free, but not now. And then I go to Poland in June. Was it June? No, it was July. I go to Poland in July to sign the contract with him, partnership agreements. I learned that from my other company, that partnership agreement, you really have to have a partnership agreement. You have to whip your partner. Otherwise, you might end up with a partner that doesn't do anything. So I was really picky about this one. And then in the hostel, I found Eric. Eric was vacuuming the floors, so I recruited him. He was a great engineer. He left the U.S. Navy, programming their anti-terrorist stuff. He just hated it. So he was, he's backpacking around the world. So he thought it would be great to just join this project. And while Eric went to Nepal, Grazian deposited a little bit of cash, and now we're starting to grow. This is really nice. So we recruit 3 people to start working. One in the headquarters of our competitors, and we had one Pakistani guy, we had one in Sweden as well, and we actually did agree to start paying them something at least. It wasn't too much money, and then we found Oscar, he's sitting there, and provision-based salary, and then why am I talking about money? You're gonna know soon. Anyway, so Eric is starting to produce, yeah? He passes the Himalaya and he goes into Tibet, and then he logs online, gives us some code, so hell yeah, now we're kicking. And oh no, what happened? Like, the 3 people we recruited started to pay, didn't really work out. For some reason, the incentives we found that we couldn't really get the most out of the people that we paid. Actually, the people that we didn't pay, they were the ones who were most productive, and they were really contributing. So we had to get rid of half the team, and that was really a setback. And now we're getting like, we're decreasing on cash, so we're decreasing even more. And we invented the stand-up, because Gracjan is sitting in Poland. Eric is now in Tibet, and I'm in Sweden, and it's a little bit difficult to like coordinate, like how are we going to work together. So invented, this is actually a known concept, but it was new to us. Like in the morning, 15 minutes, what did you do yesterday? What will you do today? And it's really, really, really great. It made a sense of team. We felt that we're actually a team, and it gave a sense of direction, and it also made it much easier to recruit people, because we could say, yeah, just jump in on the stand-up, we'll see how you'll do. And then we got Emily. She took 1 day off from her finance bank. Actually, she wrote a long letter to her finance bank, like, could I take 1 day off? And we had to write a long letter to her boss that we're not going to steal any of your technology, please, please. Anyway, she joined. Then we got Mariusz on board through the stand-ups. That was great. And then we got Victor. Finally, I was nagging him for like ages, and finally he joined in December. And soon I'm done with this story here. But Nazlin Bell joined on security, KTH students, and finally Emily called us after a launch, pre-launch in February. And she had been in Sweden with her boyfriend, lived in my bed, and I slept on the couch. And then she called Gracjan, like, hello, Gracjan, on the Skype. Hello, I have 2 questions. Yeah? 1, do you like my code? Yes. 2, do you like to work with me? Yes. Great, I'm resigning. And we're like, oh my God, Gracjan calls me like, haha, how are we going to do this? We don't have any money. We're really low on cash. How are we going to do this? So I called her in the evening like, Emily, do you know we don't have any money? Are you aware of this? She's like, yeah, I was. I calculated my money, and I thought like, yeah, I'll join anyway. I'm so sick of this job, and I love to work with you guys. So now, April, we got 15 people. We just got money in the account yesterday from an investor, 450,000. Yes, thanks. Woo! Yeah, that was the moment. We had 552 crowns in our account. Don't tell anyone. And then Niklas is actually joining. I've been nagging him since he sent me that beer email, and he's joining. And it's going to be a strategic alliance with Chalmers. Yeah. And anyway, so we built the product. You can't really see it here, it's too light, but I won't walk you through it, but just to show you that we actually have something. We're launching in the end of April, and I just want to give you some key takeaways. 1, this would never have been possible if I wouldn't have left my other startup. My other startup was a good project in the beginning. I learned a lot, but I lost my passion. And without the passion, you can't really do the put-in that's necessary to really push it forward. So also, well, I'm really happy. It gives new opportunity to leave other old opportunities. 2, say no. We got an investment proposal in May 2010, and the investor said, yeah, I want you to do what you're doing, but you're just going to be in one niche in Sweden, and I want to control what you do. And we felt like, this is really going to kill our passion. And the only thing we have now, with 2 people, we have passion. We don't have money, we don't have anything. So if we don't have passion, what's left of the company? Nothing. So we said no to that. And if we would have said yes, I'm convinced we wouldn't have existed today. So say no. Never pay first. This is a key principle that we learned. And this is something that we always apply now. We never pay our employees first. They have to pay us. So basically, we ask them, could you contribute something? Could you give us something to the project so we can see what you want to give? And basically what this does is that it shows if they're engaged, if they want to give something to the company. Because if they wouldn't be interested, they wouldn't give anything and they would just leave because they don't see the point then in staying in the company. So it's really good getting the right people on board. Don't pay them. Be explicitly poor. This is even better, yeah? So, of course, you shouldn't lie. say that, yeah, we give you money if you don't have any. So basically what I say is like, I would love you to join, but I won't pay you. I don't have anything to give you, so please join us anyway. Stand-ups are great. And I already talked about this. Creates context, stimulates self-organization, also puts social pressure. People who aren't really interested into giving long-term, they just see this as a nightmare. They have to come in every day and say, this is what I didn't do yesterday, and this is what I didn't do today. And what I won't do any day, yeah? So basically, perfect for social pressure, and the ones who are engaged, they get even more engaged. We do a weekly newsletter. I sit down for a few hours and send it to everybody. And really, this has been just like the stand-ups, but better for the more overall view. And I include stories about customers. So techies, they don't really see the customers, so they really want to know that they're contributing to the world. And by knowing something about the customers, they get to see that, well, actually, what this code that I'm doing here, the pixel that I move it to the left, it's actually contributing to the end customer. Never stop nagging. Would never have got Emily, would never have got Victor, and just never stop nagging. Choose Haskell. Jonas talked about Drupal, and it's basically the same principle. If you do a technology that is a little bit outside, that's not mainstream, you could get great people. And actually, nobody's hiring in these technologies. So perfect. You have techies who are really hungry, starving for doing what they want to do. And then you have the, us, who could actually get that work power, for free if we don't have cash, yeah? So, so we have a team. I'm really proud of our team. They're really Google level. They're crazy good. And it's because we chose this crazy technology, Haskell. So it was second best decision after the business idea. Would recommend it any day. Choose Haskell. Well, we're hiring. Yeah, no money, lots of fun. Need I say more? And questions, we probably don't have any time, but yeah?
A couple minutes.
Okay, perfect. That's part of the principle. You don't promise anything in the beginning. Because if you do, that's also payment. Any type of promise is a payment. So we say, come join us, and if it works out, you are going to get something, but I can't tell you now. And that was actually, we had some kind of option deal in the beginning with one person that didn't work out, just in the same way. But actually, our team really trusts us, and we gave out some shares now, and they didn't even want to negotiate. I talked to Eric, like, Eric, do you want to talk about this? No, I don't mind. We'll take it later. Okay, next.
You said you wanted to build like international company. Why is the name SkrivaPå? As far as I know.
Yeah, of course. You have the right monkey, SkrivaPå, if you write the URL. So no. Basically, this was the best name I could think of in Sweden. I wanted to take something catchy quick, and I don't see that we're going to keep the name. We have already researched another name globally, so we're going to be changing that in the end of the year. Maybe not in Sweden, but registering on Monday, actually. We got the money.
We're gonna move on now. So.
Yeah, move on. Okay, thank you very much. It was awesome, very fun.
Thank you very much, Lukas.
Thank you.